Happy Thanksgiving. My airplane is all taped up, but I got nowhere to paint. It's raining outside, so I guess it's either wait till it quits raining today or build a half A. So we're going to take this off and we're going to work on the half A projects. As I told you, the half A was going to be a filler projects anyway. Okay. Okay, let's, since we're going to work up here, I guess I can do this. We'll try to do a little camera swaps and stuff today. Let's test the location of that camera. Yep. I got this big old box here. Yeah. Okay, there's glue on this. Better turn it over. That feels halfway good. I got a big cutting mat there, so. All right, in our previous session, I cut out the parts for the stabilizer. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make up the kits and then start sanding. So we got stabilizers and rudders. For 2. Oop. There we go. All right, so let's see what we got here. I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't have any foam cutting equipment, is I'm going to build one. Hey, Frank, happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to build one of these as a built up, and one as a foam cut, a cut foam wing. The one I give away will be a foam wing. I got the templates laid out. I got the phenolic in the car, but I got no way to cut it. I have to do that over at John's. So let's see here. What do we want to make? I think I got the rudders cut somewhere in this pile. We'll work on this for color. There's a whole lot of work going to go on this weekend. Got my blank here. Come on. Yeah, if I can't find them, I can just make some new ones. Oh, here's 2 rudders. 2 fins. Okay, let's see, I thought I cut them rudders too. We're going to cut fuselage sides and make some motor mounts up. A bag of crap here, what we got here? This is the fuel tank, wheels, bell crank. We'll just leave this in here. We got the engine and spinners over here. We'll need this for drilling motor mount holes. Come on. And we'll need this. Let's see what they got their fuselage made out of. .22 and 22 1/4. So I need, let's see what they're made theirs out of. 1/8 inch. We're going to make ours out of 3/32. Of course, 1/8 inch would give a better shape. And let's see what we got here for wood. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty on wood. Here's a piece of 1/8. You get 2 out of that, I suppose. Okay, that's this is 1/8. 1/8. Got another one here. Yeah, we got another one here. This is AB grain, so it'll be fine. I need something to hold it up there. Thought I got a new ruler. I know I did. I got it at Harbor Freight. There it is, hiding. Okay, we're going to transfer the measurements to the wood here. I'm going to cut four sides and 2 tricks. So 2 fuselages will be cut together. So I'll tape them together. guess the first thing to do would be to cut the datum line on this. So we got it perfect. And take a couple of tapings. For you guys who've never scratch built, it's really simple. I mean, it's really simple. If you can read a tape measure, it's the only way to build as far as I'm concerned. Because the kits are such crap. I get disgusted. I mean, the wood is so bad. Yeah, I thought I had a new bottle. 2 new bottles. We might whip these out in one day. Let's do this. So I'm going to tack glue these 2 pieces of wood together. Forget the tape. First thing to do is get a straight datum line. Datum line is the top line adjacent to the parallel to the thrust line. And it's the line that everything's measured from. So that's the top line. You want it straight. Now the way this is going to work is we'll have a datum line on both sides, which is normally not the case. But how we're doing this is we're going to flip this over to save wood. If you have a stripper is better than doing it with a knife. It holds the blade perpendicular to the table, but I don't have one. Not here. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Gonna make some kid happy. Gonna make me happy too. I'll have something to look at. Oh, what happened there? Got a slight whoop in it. Yeah, stripper is best if you got one. Okay, turn it over, do the same thing on the other side. See what it looks like. Pretty good. We'll sand it. Got the sando de bando. Saw a video yesterday. Old Bad Chad thinks he's smarter than the engineers. He's cut holes in his frame to run the exhaust pipes through. Not a good idea. But whatever. He should have run it over the top of the frame if he didn't want it on next to the ground. You know, they box those frames and design those frames for strength. You cut a hole in it, you'd probably take away right there in front of the firewall, probably take away, I don't know, 50% of the structure. Not a good idea. So I expect that thing to be rubbing the ground. It'll bend. Okay, so let's cut one out and see how it looks. First one is, I think it said 22 and a half, 22 and a quarter. Yep. So we got to have the tail end up over here. 22 and a quarter. Small square. Let's move this square. And a pen. It's getting drawn out anyway. 22 and a quarter. You know what? Let's square up the end first, because, let's square it up first. So the top fuselage, or the first fuselage I'm going to cut, is going to have the datum over here. Then we're going to flip it over and cut two from the other end. So we need everything square, so we're going to go from the datum line, because this is our starting line. Better get the Zona saw. That wood is kind of crappy. Yep, all taped up and nowhere to paint. Okay. You see the chunk out of this piece of wood? Well, if you think it out, it doesn't matter. So think ahead. Okay, so over here, let's get the small scale. This is right here. Tail post is, we don't need to be down in the 64, so it's not that critical. Tail post looks to be 5/8 of an inch. Let's see, 1/2, 5/8. Double check. 5/8. Okay. All right, we got our 5/8 mark. 22 and a quarter. 22 and 1/4. The nose ring is 1 inch, so we come down 1 inch. I'm not used to working on all this little stuff like this. Then back is, looks like 1 7/8. 1 7/8. And there is a kind of jog off do we have there? I mean, not that this matters, but we're going to make it as close to the plans as possible. 5/16 back. So we'll measure over 5/16. Or 5/16. And this is 2 and 5, or 1 and 5/8 down. So 1 and 5/8. 1 and 5/8. We're not going to get not going to happen that way. Shoot. So I got to think about this. Just looking at this, if I cut this, I won't get my second fuselage out of it. I will have to cut from the other end. So we're going to have to leave we're going to have to draw this where this is on top. How's that going to work? That is material management here. Really screwed up. Better to catch it now than after I cut the wood, because then I would have wasted a full piece. Let's try again. Square this. We got to cut from this end. I think it might leave the cutout. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Turn that heat off. Throughout the day, if the weather lets up, we might paint that, step outside and paint it. Okay, it's still on there. So now let's try again. One inch. This makes more sense. 1 inch. And then back 1 7/8. And 7/8. And then there's a jog of 5/16. I say it was here? 1 5/8. 1 5/8. Then we're going to come back three and 5/8. 3 5/8 straight from that. So, let's see what I say it was. One 16th. I'll get my calipers. Make it easy on myself. Come on, get there. I'm gonna have this shit on the floor. Gonna fall down. There we go. Yeah, if you got a set of calipers, just as easy to do it that way. Especially when you get old, you can't see. It appears to be a 1/4 inch. $2.40, so let's just make it $2.50. So we got it. You guys awake? Thanksgiving morning. All right, we're gonna measure out 22 1/2. So we got the nose. I wonder if this thing's got doublers in it. 22 1/4. 22 1/4. $22 1/4. What did I say that tail post was? 5/8 maybe. Got it marked here. Tail post is that. And then that thing really tapers up. It looks right though. Leave it slightly big. Hey Eddie. Happy Thanksgiving to you. All right, we got our first part laid out. Let's cut it free from the wood. We'll set it free. Cut on the outside of the line. You can always sand the line off. Boy, did that thing relieve itself. Okay, 1 drop of CA on this. We're going to sand these together, so. No dancing girls, no funny jokes this morning. Haven't woke up really. Where did I get the saw? You can buy X-Acto saws and Zona saws on Amazon, eBay, Hobby Shop, anywhere. That blade is not deep enough. Time for me to get a new one of these. Look at that blade. It's rusted, just sitting there. Cheap Chinese steel. All right, there's 2 fuselage sides. So now we're going to marry them or try to duplicate them to the other side. So that'll work. I'm going to have to tack this front here. Morning, Kevin. Let's tack this back together. This worked out better than I thought, doing it this way. Better than I thought. Okay, the datum line's there. Let's leave a little big so we can sand it. Sand them all together. All right. So doing it the way I did, thinking about that, and turning that around, I saved that much. We can use as doublers or whatever we have to do. So before you cut, think about it. Because that would have been a disaster to have to burn 4 pieces of wood for I mean, in the grand scheme of things, not really, but with the availability of wood, it's not really that expensive, but with the availability of it, you kind of got to conserve. What you got. So what I'm showing you here is just as easy to cut 2 kits and build 2 half-A airplanes as it is to build 1. Till it comes to finishing, then it's twice the work. But these things here are so small, it's like one stabilizer on my PA ship. So how long does it take to finish a stabilizer? Not long. Okay, 4 fuselage sides. And we'll clamp them together, sand them, and they'll be identical. They're pretty close now. A little different on the top there. What happened? I want to keep that on top. I want the tops to be straight. Happy Thanksgiving, Gary, Kevin, Eddie, and all the rest. Here's a problem that I have with these Durablocks. If you look here, it's got a bow in it. I don't know why they do that. Whereas the extruded aluminum ones would never do that. But I have a problem with the paper sticking to the extruded aluminum ones. Where's my other blocks? I have so much shit here. No, we're not going to get that open without a fight. So let's see. I had them all hanging up there. I know. No, can't use that one. Let's try this permagrit shit here. That don't work for the shit. So these are trash. Okay. Got one other option. We got an option. We'll take one of these make my own damn sanding block. Okay. That's why there's no paper on there. Yep, might as well do two. Well, I'm doing two because one's a giveaway. One's for me, one's for some kid. But knowing me, I'll probably give them both away, but you never know. Probably not. I'll probably keep the one that I got the custom stun engine from Jim Lynch. I'll keep that one and give the other one away. Okay, we got 4 fuselage sides. So we got 2 airplanes, pretty good. Let's do the bulkheads now. You know, I figure I'd cut all the parts up by noon, have it together by 5 and fly it tonight. There ain't much here. When I was a kid, in the hobby shop my dad owned, I used to build probably 1 or 2. Well, I know I built 4 a week, so I can't say 1 or 2 a day, but these little half-A's are nothing. Like a little jumping bean, is glue a couple sticks of wood together, sand it up, paint it, and fly it. A little jumping bean kit is you can build faster than you could do an ARF. The thing that'll take the longest on these is the finish, because we're going to have a traditional dope finish on these. Silk span and dope. You bet. Let's go. I about had it. When I'm told where to muster, I'll be there. And they ain't going to like the results, I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's see what it says here. It says, well, there ain't much here. B F4, let's see it. There we go. Section BB. This thing's got stringers on it. What size are the stringers? 3/32 by 3/16. F3 is light ply or 16th ply. Man, they're going to make it difficult on me to build this in a little apartment. Let's go. So it's calling for wheel pants. These really are F5. What is F5? F4. Where is F5? F6 and F5. Doesn't show it. Oh, there we go. They're making a tank box out of plywood. F5. F5 is a doubler, it looks like. F6 is two of those. F2. Let's see what maple is. 1/4 by 5/16. I just so happened that I got a piece of wood from the hobby shop for that. Plywood. It's calling for maple, but we'll just use plywood. Oh, there it is. This is a A Cobra. Eight-inch fuselage side. It's got to have a doubler in it, doesn't it? I guess not. Yeah, this is 1/4 inch, and they're calling for 5/16 wide, it looks like. Yeah, 5/16 by 1/4. So let's set up the little table saw, which will probably choke through that 1/4 inch plywood. But that's all we got. That's all we got. Okay, so I'm not going to change. I got a dado blade in here. I'm not going to change that out. So let's see here. Let's vacuum the dust up. Turn this off. It's hotter down here anyway. Yeah, I believe so. We're gonna probably do it tomorrow, Friday. It'll be a full weekend. I mean, so we want 5/16 from there. So that's a 1/4. How am I gonna do this? I need to put a fence on it actually. Yeah, I guess that's real plywood. Sure feels light. It's only a half A though. I'll change the blade out. I don't, if I can. Okay, where's the crescent wrench? Crescent wrench, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, piece of wood. This is probably gonna crush. No good. No good. And I bet this is gonna snap in a heartbeat. This is just now we'll see. Maybe this is a reverse thread. Well, maybe I won't be changing the blade out. Yep, there we go. I'll just take one of these blades off. And yes, it's unplugged. Now I gotta make sure which, okay, it rotates this way, so this is backwards. Goes on like that. Yep. Okay. There's the saw block. Okay, so now that'll make it a little easier to, you're not supposed to use this as a dado saw, but John had one and I figured, well, I'll just copy it. So this, goes there. in the heck would you use that as a fence? Can't adjust it. But we could make a fence out of this. Except it won't. Well, I can clamp it here. Yeah, we'll just clamp the fence on there. I'll measure it up and clamp it. Hey, Sal. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm building 2 half-A Cobras. One of them's a giveaway. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, so if I do this, how can I possibly make a... I need to make the sliding fence on this thing. But we'll worry about that in a little bit. So this is maple here. I could use this, except it's awful light. I feel like poplar, not maple. Or I could use this. I really want to use this. So that's quarter. We need 5/16 from there. I'm cutting on that. I need to on the top end. Quarter. 5/16. Let's try that. We'll make one cut and see what it looks like. If it doesn't look right, I'll have to figure something else out. Okay. We need 4 motor mounts. Hello, Emilio. What's the rule of thumb? Never take your eyes off the blade. You're right. So we cut another one. cut one more for good measure. All right, now I got to clean up the mess. Okay, unplug it. Don't get cut. That thing is dangerous. Put it back in its box. Come on, get in there. You can't believe how tight it is in here. Like I had like 6 inches to move. Damn thing. Get in there. Stupid. So aggravating. If I only had like 10 more feet, I'd be doing great. Of course, then I'd run out of that 10 foot. Look at this. The Harbor Freight thing fell apart. Oh, God. Can't win with this stuff. No, well. Cheap Chinese junk. I'll have to fix it later. They have really gotten over on us, the Chinese. They send us inferior products, and we eat it up. We buy that crap. I'm guilty. All my tools are American-made, Snap-on, but we get caught up in that cheap shit and it's junk. Like that little Harbor Freight saw I just was using. It's got no power. Got zero power. Let's see here. $31.25. Close enough. You think Sig has some what? Yeah, they got wood, 8-pound stuff. Okay, 4 motor mounts. They call for maple, but I'm using, it looks like 5-ply plywood. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5-ply plywood. And for a half-A, that should be plenty. I mean, it's not like we're doing a Super Tiger 60 or anything, so. So now they, oh shit, they taper. They taper from 1/4. It's going to be a hard taper to sand. Okay, let's see. Now this is a Steve Woolley design, but it's re-engineered by Howard Sullivan. So I guess Howard was a half-A enthusiast, and I suppose these things work the way they're supposed to. 5/16. Okay, so we need to taper that. This way. Just taking off a little weight, it looks like. We'll see how much it's going to take to sand this. It's going to take too much. I won't bother. Not bad. That didn't take long at all. That's one. What am I having today for Thanksgiving dinner? What do you think? I am having a Stouffer's Thanksgiving turkey dinner in a box, in a TV dinner. That needs to be sanded a little bit more. And there goes the neighbor. I wish it was dry outside. I'd paint. I need to go and look. Okay, we're going to make a pair of these. So these are a pair. You know, I Z-epoxy the nose up on this. This will be plenty. So this goes top. Yeah, I'll just have to pay attention when I put it together. I think I can do that. it on this side. There we go. 15 watchers. You guys awake today or what? 15 watchers and only about 3 talkers, 4 chatters. Somebody got to have a question, or make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Super chat if you can. Pretty important to keep the channel going because we're down on our numbers. Next month, well, actually, no. I'll start the 22 badge drive. Probably could do that today. We got to come up with $3,000 to keep the website going. And I don't want to wait till the last minute. Maybe I can get a loan from Brandon. We've been on an hour and a half. We did pretty good so far. Got quite along quite far. No, I think it's around 40. I'll give you a wingspan here in a second. Okay. Okay, wingspan of this little bad boy is 12, 18, 36. I think it's about 40. No. 35. .35-inch wingspan. By the looks of it, it should fly a whole lot better than a PT-19. Okay. So we got an extra one of these. 3/32 ply for the bell crank mount. I don't know if I have any 16th inch wire, do I? Maybe one piece. Now we won't need that today. Clean the mess up. Clean as I go, or else I'll be buried. Okay, let's see what we got here. In an hour and a half, we did 4 fuselage sides, 4 motor mounts, so that's I don't know, not great, but still raining out, so I can't paint. All taped up and nowhere to paint. So I think I'm going to take a break. Throughout the weekend, throughout the next 4 days, there's going to be many videos. I can tell you that right now. Whether it's on this or my Thunderbolt or whatever, there's nothing for me to do. I have no family or anything like that. So what I got is to do this. Now, whether it's going to be here or at John's or Dan's, you know, I might rest for an hour or two now, watch TV, and come back and be doing something different. I might be working on the Thunderbolt, or I might go back to work on this or whatever. It's not going to be the same thing all weekend long. So, you know, Friday at John's, maybe Saturday at John's, maybe Saturday at Dan's. I don't know, because we still got to work on that propeller. I was thinking about driving over to Plainfield and working on this bad boy. You know, I got to get it trimmed up. It still needs to be baked off. And then we're going to, you know, cut it and thin it and sand it and fill it. A lot of work to do on this prop yet to make it a decent prop. I'm going to order some more of the aluminum molding material so that once this is carved, shaped, and sanded to my liking to where it's going to work, we'll make another mold of this prop or of the carved prop and start producing them. I think that we're going to do a 3-blade prop of this design as well. So, no, I'm not in the prop business. They're just stuff that I want that nobody's got. So in order to do it, I got to make it myself. Now I've seen these 4-blade props. Doran made a 4-blade prop, a gator prop that was, but too flimsy. It didn't have any beef to the blades. They were about that wide. And I saw that Matt Cullen had a 4-blade prop. I don't know who made that. Maybe Bali, maybe who knows. But I didn't like the shape of that one, so that's what's going to happen. So throughout the weekend here, which is a 4-day weekend, so we got today, there's going to be a few videos. Tomorrow there's going to be a few videos, and Saturday there'll be a few videos, and then of course my Sunday wrap up. And don't forget you got Charles's program on Friday night. Now I don't interfere with Charles. I let him do his thing, and you guys can watch him participate, whatever. We might do a members only program this weekend. I think that's probably what I need to do, is get a members only program in. And that's that little join button down next to the subscribe button. If you become a paid member, you'll be able to get in there and see these. Hey, Eddie. Now, we don't have a video, but I can tell you how to do it. Here's the blank right here. Here's the mock-up right here. I took 2 props and married them together and made the mold, and then got this out. I got the mold sitting on the floor there. What I'm getting at is if there's something that you want that they don't make it yourself and do a good job of doing it. It's not that difficult. That's what Bad Chad was rattling on about, how he could make it himself. The difference between him and me is when I'm done with something, it'll be perfect. All right, so let's play with this little kit here. I need to get a box for this kit. So I think what I'm going to do is, for the wing on this, on one is I'm going to stack sand a set of ribs and build one built-up wing and then one foam wing. The foam wing one I'll give away. I might even do a beam wing to make it more like the Cobra. And a beam wing is not that difficult. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a beam wing on the one I'm going to keep. We'll make the ribs about 1 inch apart instead of 1 1/4 inch. We'll make them 1 inch apart. Let's see, how many ribs is that? 35, that's 70 sticks that I'll have to strip. We'll make them 3 32nd ribs, I guess, 70 times. 3/16 flaps. We could cut them out on the next program. There's a whole lot of stuff I'm going to do. See, he didn't show any motor offset on this. But we're going to have motor offset 3 degrees minimum. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a little while. I got to eat some breakfast. If it stops raining, we'll paint the white on that, and then I'll lay the checks out. If it doesn't, it'll have to be tomorrow or Saturday at John's before I get the nose done. I told you that the paint job in this could take 3 months. Just for the simple fact of how I have to do it. It didn't take me that long at home. I spent that long on my last one, but there at home, I can zip back and forth and do things. Here, I'm kind of stuck. All right, we'll see after a bit. Let me see if somebody's got it, Kevin. Fairwinds tight lines, and the final word of the show. Come on, guys. You know what it is. Let's go, Brandon. We'll see you after a bit. Fairwinds tight lines. See ya.